bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Well, if you like show business and like to see performances in small theaters, this is the perfect opportunity for you. You probably have already heard about the 42nd Street Moon. Greg MacKellan is back with us once again. He was here. We can't get rid of him. I mean, he just keeps coming back over and over again. You know, it's Greg.
Well, it's always a good time with you, Jack.
Coming back. At the 42nd Street Moon, you got a bunch of shows. These are cheer-up shows. Is that
They
right?
are, exactly.
You know?
In fact, our season is called Forget Your Troubles. And it's 3 of them are Depression-era musicals, but they're all the kinds of shows that are going to lift people's spirits.
Well, that's the whole point of the Depression musicals, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's when those things flourish the most.
Exactly, the golden age.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And Cole Porter, Irving Berlin, the Gershwins, Jerome Kern and Oscar Hammerstein. So those are the kinds of composers and lyricists that we're featuring this season.
That really was the heyday of theater, I think, of that kind of theater.
Exactly. You know? It really was. And, at that point, musical theater and pop music were essentially the same thing. When they started diverging in the late 1960s, then it became a different kind of thing. But back then, the pop songs, the big hits, the top 10 of the hit parade, a lot of them were from musicals and musical theater.
Not only that, before we talk about it, the hit parade, for those who remember that, the same song would be #1 for
week after
20 weeks, 25 weeks, and now it's 3 seconds.
Right.
It's a whole different era. It's a time.
Exactly.
Okay, now the shows you're going to be doing, you're doing Call Me Madam?
Call Me Madam opens this month, exactly, starring Clea Blackhurst. It's the show that Irving Berlin wrote. It's sort of a takeoff on Promesta, who was the ambassador to Luxembourg, and it's the fictional country of Lichtenberg in the play. And we're actually having a Luxembourg night on September 25th. The Consul General, Georges Faber, is hosting an event at Call Me Madam. And then we're doing Destry Rides Again, which is based on the Jimmy Stewart, Marlene Dietrich movie, right? Then Jubilee, which is Cole Porter and Moss Hart.
You're busy.
We are busy, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a show they went around the world to write. They went on a around-the-world cruise. They wrote a different song. For instance, Begin the Begin was, I believe, written in Morocco. And so every port...
Come on, you're making that up.
I am not
making that up. No, you're making it up.
That's
I
really
can tell
true.
by the look in your face you're making that up. It began in Morocco?
Well, because they would have, each port of call, they'd write a scene or a song together, and then they got back. It was about a 9-month cruise, and opened Jubilee. Begin the Begin, and Just One of Those Things are the 2 big songs.
Okay. Now, when you put a show like this together, do you get some of the same performers? I mean,
we're very lucky because we do have performers who come back. I would say, maybe a third of our performers every year have been with us for a long time. We have one actor, Bill Farner, and Cindy Goldfield, actually, an actress, who've been with us since 1993, our very first season. So, I mean, that's great. But what's wonderful is having all these wonderful new. There's always the talent pool in San Francisco is always changing and in flux.
Yeah, and plus actors are always looking for work.
Exactly.
I mean, they're always looking for a new job, a new work.
Right.
And, they have to. It's a nomadic existence at best for actors.
It certainly is.
That's how long have you been with the Moon?
Well, Stephanie Rhodes and I founded it together in 1993, so we're starting our 17th season this month.
Okay, and are you mean to the people who come in there?
No.
To the actors?
No, you mean the auditioning actors?
Yeah.
No, not at all. Actually, we hear frequently from the actors who audition for us what a pleasant experience it is at 42nd Street Moon. But actually, Stephanie and I are both actors. We started as actors.
Sure.
And so, we have a real empathy for performers and what it's
That
like
helps.
to audition.
That helps.
Yeah.
Greg, always good to see you. Okay?
Good to see you,
Greg
Jack.
MacKellan's
Thanks.
our guest. He is, of course, the founder of 42nd Street Moon. I have trouble saying that. And they've got a bunch of shows coming up there on Jackson Street, 215 Jackson. Thanks very much for watching.
Thanks, Jack.
You bet, Greg.